Hi, it's Dr. Gibson again, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your next door internist who strives to take a holistic approach to the prevention of disease and the preservation of health. Today's topic is going to be all about sugar. Sugar is present in over 74% of all processed foods. This sugar revolution started in the 70s and 80s when the low-fat craze came to be in effect. Basically, we were taking out all the fat in the food and substituting sugar. We needed to substitute something that tasted palatable. And now we have a sugar problem. If I would ask anyone out there, is sugar a health food? Is it actually good for you? I don't think there would be anyone who would say yes to that question. But yet, we can't get enough of the sweet stuff. So, why is sugar so bad for us? The truth is, sugar is not completely bad for us once we consume it in small quantities. The problem is that we just can't get enough of it. The American Heart Association recommends that women consume less than 6 teaspoons of sugar per day, and men less than 9 teaspoons. Well, the average American gets a whopping 32 teaspoons of sugar per day. Per year, an average American consumes 110 pounds of sugar. This is a 2-pound bag of sugar. Imagine in the year 2023 thinking about consuming 55 bags of this stuff. Are we even going to write that into our New Year's resolution? Hopefully not. Sugar affects just about every part of our body. We ingest it, it causes tooth decay. As it goes down into our stomach and gets absorbed into our bloodstream, there is a release of insulin. And sugar comes in all forms. We're talking about dextrose, maltose, sucrose, glucose, so many O's, but they all have similar effects on our body. So the liver tries to get rid of the sugar. The fructose is converted to glycogen initially, but when the liver becomes overwhelmed, it converts this fructose to fat. So what happens when fat gets into our liver? It causes non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is now the leading cause of chronic liver disease. And so what? Well, it leads to inflammation, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, and eventually cirrhosis. And we all know that cirrhosis is permanent liver damage. It is irreversible. Sugar in the bloodstream causes an increase in insulin. Insulin naturally pushes the glucose into the cells. However, when there are high levels of insulin, chronically, this leads to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is associated with a host of diseases to include obesity, diabetes, polycystic ovarian syndrome, among many, many others. Sugar affects our gut microbiome, those little bacteria that keep our gut healthy and has this symbiotic relationship with our whole bodies. Basically, we feed the unhealthy bacteria. They grow more than the healthy bacteria, and then there's imbalance, dysfunction, and what happens? Leaky gut. We get inflammation. We get autoimmune disease. We all know about the sugar high, and we all know about the sugar crash. It's just unbalanced energy. It's not sustained energy that's really healthy and good for our bodies. Our brain actually reacts to sugar as if it's a drug. There's a release of dopamine and serotonin and all those feel-good hormones. And that is why we feel so good eating a tub of ice cream after a breakup. But it's not lasting. The effects aren't felt for any prolonged period of time. So, sugar leads to a host of chronic diseases. We talked about diabetes, chronic liver disease, obesity, possibly autoimmune disease, dementia, and a host of other things. So what can we do? We can reduce the sugar in our diet. We can drink water instead of soda, at least cut back. Let's decide on that today. Let's cut back on our fruit juices. They're packed with sugar as well. Decrease processed foods. Increase whole foods. I hope I gave you a good taste of what sugar can do to our bodies, and I hope that you will look for ways to change and eat less sugar for 2023. Till next time, let food be thy medicine. Please subscribe and comment below. Thank you.